This episode of the Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Jack Threads. Coming up, it's time to find out what made our list of top TV of 2011.
Totally Rad Show.
Everybody, it's that time. You've seen our best of 2011 list of movies on Monday, video games on Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. We're going to be talking about our favorite television programming watching experiences of 2011. Big year for the indie, the sort of indie television series. Last year we gave the Raddie to Walking Dead, which Jeff loves. But to be fair, The Walking Dead, a couple of other shows have really launched this thing, and now what people are saying is that the new indie film is television, which I love the idea of that.
I don't think Walking Dead had a part in that, but I agree with everything you just said.
Except for that main part.
Well, I just think that happened way before Walking Dead. That was last year.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But I thought, for me, that was the big signal that was happening. You know what I mean? So anyway, TV. Jeff Cannata.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear your list, and then we will, of course, try to come to a consensus on what the Totally Raddie of TV goes best.
Very difficult for TV because we have such different watching habits.
Yes.
And I also, I should say, have a self-imposed rule where I'm not allowing myself to put on shows that I had on last year's list, because I would definitely put Justified there, but Justified was on my list high up last year. So Justified, the season 2 was just knocked season 1 out of the water, and Margot Martindale just rocked. Anyway, so I will also say my number 5
is Justified.
No, that would have been way higher.
No, it's Justified. It's not the TV show Justified.
I'm going to justify my number 5 right now.
Justified.
It's a little bit of a potpourri pick because I wanted to throw on a sitcom because I didn't have any other sitcoms on. So I wanted to throw a sitcom. It probably wouldn't actually be my number 5. And I was tempted to go Happy Endings because I really dig it. But I'm actually going Parks and Rec.
You never put that on your list?
Never been on my list before, and it also, this season I think was the best season that they've had. Had a really fun storyline with Aziz's character starting Entertainment 720, and really great through lines this season. I really think it's found its footing. So I'm going with Parks and Rec as number 5. Number 4, American Horror Story. Oh my God. As I said, when we reviewed it, like 60% of the people who watch it are gonna hate it, but for 40% of the people, it's gonna be like the best thing ever, and I'm in that 40%. I love it every week, it blows my mind, it disturbs me, I get weirded out, and like I can't do anything after I watch it. It's so good, and it's just gotten better and better and better, and managed to maintain that crazy level of insanity.
Just wait.
Number 3, The Killing. The Killing was so good. Yes, the ending of the season was a tiny bit of a disappointment for me, just because I was really hoping we were going to wrap things up and get some clear answers and catharsis. But it's still so good, and the acting is so good, and it really feels authentic and fantastic. The Killing. Number 2. You guys ready for this? Game of Thrones.
Number 2.
Yeah, you didn't think it was going to be number 2.
It's so low!
I forgot that Game of Thrones came out this year.
Yeah. You thought it was going to be number 1 because it could very well have been number 1. It could easily have been number 1. Game of Thrones is so excellent. And the only reason it's not number 1 is because I already have the books. And so I don't, as much as I look forward and love watching it, love seeing the books come to life, I know the story, I know what to look forward to week after week. There's no, like, gotta watch. I still feel like I gotta watch, but it's not, I'm not hanging on every word because I already have that story and I'm never gonna lose that story in the book form. But it's such a great, fantastic show. Number 1 was a show we only reviewed this year, and not only is it one of the best shows ever, and I only got on board this year, but I watched every single season in this calendar year, and this season's actual season, this year's actual season, is the best season the show has ever done. And that show, Breaking Bad. Holy crap this year's season, blew my freaking mind.
Wait, that was this year that we all? I thought that was
Yeah.
last year.
No, it was the beginning of this year that we all watched it. So Breaking Bad is my favorite show of the year. It should be on everybody's must-watch list. He gets Emmys every year, deservedly so. It's absolutely stunningly good.
Oh.
The only show that could possibly beat Game of Thrones.
Interesting. Daniel Trachtenberg.
Yes. All right.
Very excited.
I will say also, I think didn't Friday Night Lights wrap up this year? So that was
this year?
tempting too, but I had it. It was my number one last year.
yeah.
So.
All right. Well, interestingly enough for Jeff, my number 6 would have been Justified season because I only got on board season 2 and loved. But number 5, Luther.
Ah.
Luther. I don't need to repeat the review. Every episode is its own great movie. It's phenomenal. Okay. Number
Causes
4.
my face to melt.
Number 4, controversial choice. You guys can be mad at me. I'm doing it. It's our show. I'm doing it.
Jersey Shore.
I'm saying it now. It is the pilot for Lock and Key. This did come out. This aired at Comic-Con. They played this. This is a thing. It is the best.
You just audience can't see it. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, you could if you were there, or if you're illegal. It's the best hour of television. It's probably the best hour of television I've seen, but or best pilot I've ever seen. Number 3, The Killing. Wrestled with my number 3 and my 2. The Killing, I didn't have the
one he
problems
was locked.
I didn't have the problems that Jeff had with the ending. And it's a phenomenal show. It's a phenomenal show. Number 2, see, I wrestled with 2 and 3. Number 2, American Horror Story.
Yeah, dude.
I've been watching it all weekend. The problem with American Horror Story, first of all, I don't understand anyone who does. I mean, I get why someone wouldn't like it, but even if you find it unlikable, I don't know how you. It's the most compelling. I mean, there's nothing boring. You could never say the show is boring. It is amazing. It is across the best shot show, the best looking show, one of the best performed show. I mean, it's the best written show. The only problem is.
Well, I mean, isn't it? Your number 1 should probably be all. It's the best show. It's my number 2.
The only because the only problem with it is, and I even wrestled with. The placement of
number 1 is me doing shadow puppets at home.
I was wrestling with its placement with it and The Killing, and also number 1, in that it just, as Jeff alluded to, like I feel like poop watching it. I don't feel good. It doesn't make me feel good at all. In fact, I feel worse as a person. I usually like to pick things that make me feel better as a person.
Yeah.
I just don't like the experience of watching it. Yet I can't. It's like drug. I don't feel compelled to watch a show. I feel addicted to the show.
That's funny, yeah.
Number 1 is Game of Thrones.
Yeah, dude.
Because Game of Thrones is all of the things I just said about number 2 and 3.
But it's a feel-good movie.
But yet I feel richer having watched. I feel excited. I love the world. I have a love and affection for characters, not disdain and
fear. Abject horror.
Right, exactly.
Game of Thrones.
Because I didn't review American Horror Story. I just want to say the only problem I have is the editing. It's not edited like a horror. I'm never as scared as I should be. It never embraces I thought it was just the pilot, but as I watched more, I realized, man, the whole show is rushing through scenes, and if we really
the creep
landed in the
factor
moment, I would be terrified, and there could be jump scares because it's cut so quick.
I'm glad there aren't jump scares though.
Yeah.
Well,
but Game of Thrones
for my heart.
Yeah,
anyway,
and my
Game of
comfort.
Thrones is
Game of
like,
Thrones.
I mean, how does it get better than that? It's just.
There will be a season 2. We'll see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, my number 5. Well, let me just say this. My number 6, Justified season 2.
Oh, well.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Justified.
Just saying.
Game show of the year.
Bam. So my number 5, American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Wow.
For all of those reasons you have said, for me, it's a little bit. I don't feel addicted to the show, so it's a little bit harder for me to.
Maybe
because I'm watching them all at once.
It may be, and I have like 3 stacks still left.
I
on
was
my
just going to
phone,
ask
so.
you that because I remember on a review you're like, I love it, but I don't think I'm going to want to watch it.
That's the thing. I don't have this desire to watch it because it's such a downer, and I have to be in this dark place to want to watch it, and I'm
end
rarely
up in a
ever
dark
at that
place.
dark place. So, but number 5.
Yeah.
Number 4 and number 3 are going to be my sort of guilty pleasure reality TV show slots.
All right.
Number 4, Gold Rush on the Discovery Channel. Gold Rush is, have you guys seen any of this or heard about it?
No. I think you've told
One
me.
of the fantasies.
Guy with 3 teeth
one of
going
the-
there, and there's gold in him here.
Not at all. One of the fantasies that I have had and that I think a majority of the people who live in the United States have had is this desire to just stop everything that's going on in your life, simplify, move up to the Klondike, and try to mine for gold. It's just sitting there.
Right?
You know what I
you
mean?
want to do that, right?
That's all I ever think about.
So there's this thing about the United States where there's just this always thing lurking around the corner. You could just stop, move to Alaska, and you could try to strike it rich in the gold mine. That's just such a burning desire for me. This show follows 5 guys who literally did that. They
Do they
all
get rich?
left their families.
Or do they get beards?
They failed miserably in the first season. Horribly, massive failure. Second season is happening right now this year. The beginning of that season was watching the fallout of all of their lives and the fact that they still believed they could do it. And they went back to Alaska, and the stuff that happens, it's just an amazing, amazing documentary show. And I would recommend all of you watch it. And if you guys have not seen it, watch season 1 because season 2, I mean, it's literally like, it's great. Number 3, very guilty pleasure. It's the
Kardashians.
it's a TV show called Storage Wars. It started a whole genre of the sort of storage auction.
Compartment-based entertainment.
It is true. There is now about 5 shows that have to do with people going to storage auctions and then trying to make money off of them. Storage Wars started this plan. The characters are so captivating. It's shot here in Los Angeles and Orange County, so a lot of the places, like that weird off-the-wall place that's next to my subway with like all the weird signs out front on Melrose. Constantly they're going in to get the thing that they found appraised.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's really kind of cool to see our area. Super fun, guilty pleasure. Number 2, Luther.
Luther. Well, you were Halloween.
Luther. I mean, come on, how could you not? Luther is great television. You know, the Brits know how to do that type of TV so well. And you know, see our review. Like Jeff, I have a little bit of a rule, which is I'll only repeat a show if the season that I'm watching during that year is really ups the ante for a TV show, and that show for me is Boardwalk Empire.
Wow.
Boardwalk
This is your number
Empire.
one?
This is my number 1. It's
Wow.
Boardwalk Empire. Boardwalk Empire.
I stopped watching it.
You should start again because was the Irish guy had the Irish
I don't know.
guy
I think
come?
I only watched like 3 episodes.
Dude, this season has been crazy. Super fun stuff. It's violent. It's honest, and it's really great. It does period dramas so well. I love it. Boardwalk Empire is definitely by far my number 1.
We should mention, by the way, because Mikey was talking about before, but we've been hearing from everyone about how amazing Homeland is.
Yes.
None of us have seen it.
None of us have watched
So it's not on our...
That's right, there's
we don't like
NA.
that show.
Exactly.
It's NA.
I mean, there's
it's
probably more...
N/A,
there's
not
probably
Apple.
It's
more
like
shows.
previous years where we weren't watching
Breaking Bad or
Bad
any
or
of
whatever.
those shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no idea what we should do
Well, I
for
think
the
you guys,
Raddie.
I think you owe me for Walking Dead. So I think no. I'm just
But
kidding.
what? But what?
For what?
Your number 1 was... Your 1 and 2 were what?
My number 1 was Breaking Bad, and then my number 2 was
Game of
Game of
Thrones.
Thrones.
And
Your number
yours
1 was
was-
Game of Thrones.
My number was Game of
Game of
Thrones. My number
Thrones.
2 is American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Your number 1 and 2 were...
Well, the only
were
one that's
Walking
on-
One and
Empire
2 were
Luther.
and Luther.
The only one that's on all
There's-
3 of our lists is American,
American
Horror
Horror
Story.
Wait, but you said... I forgot Game
You
of
don't
Thrones
like
came
Game
out
of
this year.
Thrones.
No, it wasn't my cup of tea. I went boop, 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 boop through most of it.
Oh,
It
that's
was
why.
interesting, but
Sad to me.
not. I mean, it was good. It just wasn't by far my favorite.
I thought you liked
experiences.
it. I thought you were gonna have it like number 5.
I didn't dislike. I didn't actively dislike it, but it would be like my
Well,
10.
I guess it does have to be American Horror Story then.
Or if you guys, I mean, we did it with Walking Dead. Game of Thrones is not a bad show to give the Raddie to.
No.
And
It's
I would
deserving.
say
It should be. I mean, third one, my 1 and 2. It should be Game of Thrones or American Horror Story.
Yeah.
With the killing, did you remember?
I disliked the killing.
You didn't like the killing.
I definitely liked the killing way
thought you
less
liked the
than I.
killing.
No, because nothing happened. I was like, when is something
I
gonna
feel
happen?
weird giving it to American Horror Story over Game of Thrones.
I agree with that, which is why I think I'm fine with it being Game of Thrones. because as much as I loved American Horror Story, what was it? 2 on your list?
2, yeah.
2. It was like 4 on your list. 5 on my list. You know what I mean?
Change the property of things, it would be rounded up. But Game of Thrones is
I don't know.
number 1
That's not what the
and 2.
is, but
I feel, because here's the thing. I know how much you guys love Game of Thrones, and I understand Game of Thrones, and I enjoyed Game of Thrones. It just wasn't my favorite show. But I would definitely not feel as bad as he did that Walking Dead got it. If Game of Thrones got it, I would totally understand. So I am perfectly fine.
I think it's Game of Thrones
Giving
then.
Game of Thrones.
Yay!
GOT. The Raddie.
You're
for
welcome,
2011.
Game of
You're
Thrones.
welcome, George R.R. Martin.
See how enthusiastically we.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we just give it to him. Yay!
No, it's deserving.
Yeah.
It's in the
Absolutely
mail.
deserving.
All right, everybody, be sure to stick around for all the lovely outtakes from this week's episodes. But first, we want to thank our sponsor, Jeff Cannata.
I'm excited I get to talk to you about, Dan?
About what?
Dan, what is that? Dan? Dan, what is that?
Oh, yeah. Looks good, doesn't it?
Oh, God. That better not be a sucker.
I think that's a big sucker.
That's a sucker! And you know how much I hate suckers, Dan. You bring that into my presence. I hate suckers.
Why do you hate suckers so much?
Because suckers pay full price. If you don't want to be a sucker, you won't want to pay full price for clothing.
It's good, isn't it? No, I'm good.
You are going to finish that now. You are going to finish that. Suckers pay full price for clothing. Don't be a sucker like Dan. Don't lick a sucker. Don't touch a sucker.
I hate it.
You want clothing, you want awesome brands like Kid Robot, Hurley, Stussy, but you don't want to waste all your cash on them? Get them for up to 80% off and not be a sucker. Suckers pay full price. There's an invite-only shopping club. Just for guys. It's just for guys.
Put your sucker away.
Are you hearing what I'm hearing?
I know. You don't want to be a sucker. You
Don't want to be a
some...
sucker. This site is
80%
called
off your-
Jack Threads. Jack Threads gives you this 80% off. It's awesome. It is awesome. You can become a member of this club because it is members only. Oh my God. This is why I hate them, by the way. The noise, the cleanup.
It's just so sticky.
There is a waiting list to join this club, but you can skip to the head of that waiting list by going to jackthreads.com/TRS. You'll get instant access, and you'll get awesome, awesome clothes for reduced prices, and you don't have to be a sucker.
All right, people, that is it. We will see you tomorrow.
Join us tomorrow for our 2012 movie predictions.
Party rocking in the house tonight.
Today's Twitter question comes for us. What was it? Circle. I can't
Circle.
remember. Here we go.
Yeah.
Step forward.
You ready?
Let's do it.
You just slapped me. Okay.
Outtake.
At Molly Gerber. Are you ready?
All right, everybody, be sure to stick around. We're going to be answering one of your questions. Sayonara. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, shouldn't be singing a licensable song.
Mañana.
The Great
The
Mañana.
Grand Mañana.
The Grand Mañana.
All right, done and done.
Good work, guys.